Yo! Oh, what's going on, everyone, on the channel and on the video right now on this amazing, spectacular, and bombastically insert big word here day. It's a good day today. I don't care if a bee stung you this morning, a bird defecated on your favorite shirt, you stepped on the sharpest Lego piece in the world, or all three of them happened at the same time. This is going to be a good day regardless, because this week, Good or Bad is back, baby! I like to keep this series on the back burner every now and then because finding characters that I find to be controversial is a little harder than I thought it was gonna be. I have a few set up to talk about in the future, but there aren't many that I can think about from the top of my head, so if you guys want to give some characters that I could go over for this series, let me know. Today though, we are picking the series back up with one of the latest antagonists in the Dragon Ball anime, and definitely one of the most controversial. Today's the day we take care of Universe 11's Jiren. I'm not Goku, buddy. I own the power here, so let's see how you do. Make sure to go watch Dragon Ball Super if you haven't watched it yet. I don't want anyone blaming me for spoiling the show for them, so beware. Is Jiren a good character? Well, let's take a bit of a different approach to this video and first go over the trajectory of the character before we get into what I actually think about him altogether, because I think it's important in this case for later. So we have this huge tournament called the Tournament of Power, which would decide the fate of a few selected universes across the multiverse. It's pretty simple. If your universe loses, the whole universe gets blasted from existence. In this tournament, obviously, we're gonna have characters that are strong that are gonna give Goku and Co. a run for their money. This is when we meet the Pink Man himself, glistening in all of his glory, getting behind Goku in the literal nanosecond I take to blink. Talk about making a statement. This man made a 2-page essay in the matter of 5 seconds. This dude is strong. And as the tournament was underway, that only became more apparent. Kale is going on a rampage and taking everyone out. Man, get your Broly looking ass back to the ground. Hit also wants the sauce? Get your purple Piccolo looking ass out of my ring. Is that Goku transforming into Kaioken Super Saiyan Blue? Please, what do you think I am? Literally, no one could stop this man or lay a hit on him. Literally. So when he's done bodying all of these people, this man had the audacity to basically call everyone fodder and just started meditating in this wacky ass barrier, leaving everything up to his comrades as he thought he wasn't needed anymore. You know, I hate when anime characters do this shit. Like, your entire universe is dependent solely on winning this tournament. If you guys lose, that's it. It's done. Everything will be erased from existence. And this man decides to just sit everything else out because he just wants to look hard and cool. Like, come on, at least show a little more consideration to your own universe, bro. Everyone is fighting to save their own lives, and you're just there like, I wonder what I'll have for lunch tomorrow. But I digress. So Jiren senses Goku's Ultra Instinct again and comes out of his bubble, and after the rest of the other universes are eliminated, he joins the final scrap with his universe against Goku's universe. And this guy literally just laughs at every special attack that the Saiyan duo throw at him. Dude eats a final flash like it was breakfast, catches a Destructo Disc and throws it back at Goku, and also completely wipes the floor with Frieza, who tried to attack him. Like, this dude was just off the leash. Around this time is when we finally get some insight on Jiren's backstory. So basically, when he was a kid, his parents were killed. Shocker. And from there, he devoted his life to getting stronger to try and defeat the powerful tyrant that reigned over his land and the one responsible for killing his parents. He evidently lost that fight and watched many of his friends die, as well as his master at the time. And those who survived gave up on trying to take him down. From then on, Jiren gave up on the concept of trust, as he considers the abandonment of the mission to defeat this villain by his former comrades a sign of betrayal, which spun him into the path that only might is right, and considered that the only thing that has any meaning is strength. And we all know how this all went down afterwards. Jiren powers up to the max, Goku achieves mastered Ultra Instinct, they duke it out in probably the best episode of Dragon Ball Super, and Jiren is defeated by the likes of Goku, Frieza, and Android 17 and is knocked out of the ring, giving the victory to Universe 7 and giving the lesson to Jiren that trust isn't always a bad thing to depend on at times, especially when the circumstances would have a huge benefit to both the parties that are giving their trust to each other, no matter who they are. Freaking hell, I mean, Goku was able to give his trust to one of the biggest double-crossers and villains in his universe, and they came out on top as a result of it. And with that, Jiren gains a huge level of respect to Goku and his universe and eagerly awaits the day that the two meet again. And that's basically Jiren's story in a nutshell as far as the anime goes. But I now want to discuss what I feel about this character. I have a few things to say. Let's regard the first impression first, because I think it's very important. Jiren's first impression in the show, I feel, was something that the arc severely suffered from, because the fact that he was already made to be this super strong and fierce opponent before the tournament even started was kind of a big slap for all of the other competitors and foes that were part of this tournament. What I'm trying to say is that with Jiren being shown as the main focal point since the beginning, basically tells you that no one else other than Jiren matters except for like one or two others like Topo and Kefla. And this is not a good thing in my opinion. It reduces the anticipation of what could happen in the tournament, potentially causing a lot of people to not really care about what happens in the tournament until they get to what Jiren has to offer. And let's be honest, if you were in that situation, was it really worth it to see Jiren? Well, to be fair, both sides can have some arguments here. Something positive that I do want to say is that Jiren was hype. Super hype. Incredibly hype. I will never deny that. Watching him actually fight when he did was something that lit up my eyes nearly every time. I can't deny that. This man was able to eat a Final Flash, Kamehameha, Spirit Bomb, you can name anything, and he most likely has it in his menu for dinner. Not to mention that towards the end of the tournament, the insane display of ruthlessness and aggression was just, again, so unbelievably hype. It was definitely something that kept me on my toes for the most part. However, I need to talk about Jiren's actual character. Going back to two of my previous points, one being how Jiren's first impression hurt the arc, and the other being how I don't like how he just stepped to the sideline because he felt he wasn't needed anymore. Looking at these 2 points, it seems that they actually correlate to each other. Because Jiren was already made to be looked at as the main antagonist of the tournament, they had to find a way to give the other characters in the tournament their own screen time. So they just, had him decide not to fight and leave it to his teammates to finish off the rest of the opposition, which is a direct contradiction to his entire character, by the way. Jiren is supposed to be a character that seeks power and strength by himself. He is supposed to get things done on his own and doesn't trust anyone to do it with him or get it done for him. Yet here he is, literally entrusting his entire team to finish the tournament without him. Yep, that's great character writing right there. Top-notch shit, if you ask me. If he really did stand by this principle, then he would simply be trying to knock out everyone quickly and get the tournament done and over with. But instead, he steps back and lets his team handle it because, there needs to be a story, even if it breaks his character. Speaking of stories, Jiren's backstory in hindsight was kind of boring and stupid if you ask me. Like, why is wanting to live a life of peace such a bad thing? At least your former friends gave an honest try to take down that conqueror you hate so much. They saw their friends and their master all get taken down by this guy, and they simply don't want to go down that same path. They tried to take him down with Jiren, but they failed. Not wanting to oppose him again isn't betrayal. They simply accepted their failure and moved on. But nah, Jiren took that personally. Like, I just think it's kind of dumb. And overall, I just find his whole character to be kind of dumb. Especially after seeing that he doesn't even abide by his own principles. And in the end, he ended up being an antagonist that didn't really have much more meaning than just being a strong opponent for Goku. Sure, he was hyped when he fought, but when it comes to story, he was a bit of a mess. So, is Jiren a good character? This is going to be a first on this channel, but no, I don't think he's a good character. At least for now. I am still maintaining a room for improvement for him just in case at some point in the future we get more from him and it ends up benefiting him. But for now, he is going to be our first not good character of the series. Sorry, Jiren, but you're out. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought about Jiren down below in the comments. Do you love him? Do you hate him? Let me know. Make sure to like the video to get more videos like this. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and be notified when I upload. And make sure to check out my Mal account in the description if you have any video suggestions. Thank you for being there, and peace out, you fodder.